The Stich will have been very disappointed that his new look forehand missed.
It's wide, and that one suspects is that. Stich breaks, he leads 4-2, and 2 sets to love. And it looks as if British interest in the singles at this year's French Open is coming to an end on day 4. At least that's an improvement on recent years.
What was it that Mark Twain said about reports of his death have been a little premature or something like that?
I'd love to be proved wrong.
Yes, it was interesting the way that Stich played those couple of points. Really, because he could see that Rusdeski wasn't going to take any chances, it was a battle of whose ground stroke was going to give in first. And most people, I suppose, would choose Rusdeski's to break down. And Stich had it figured right. Oh, looked like a bit of line.
Well, Rusdeski thinks he's seen the mark when McEwen's coming down. And says it was out. We're a long way away, Frew, we'll forgive you.
Yes, it actually seemed to clean the line. However,
Oh dear, that really was the opportunity. He'd worked himself into the right position.
yes, I think he made the right move, having battled Stich from the back of the court and come second. I think that was the time to come in, and not a bad effort coming in on the forehand, but he just rushed the volley.
Well, Rusdeski would feel an awful lot better if he could get a break of serve in this match. In fairness, the 4 chances he's had up till now, Stich has played superbly. Break back opportunity.
Well, it's not the first time he's had to save it on the second serve. In case you were wondering whether Stich had always saved it with an ace or a big first serve, he certainly saved it with a big forehand. It really is looking a lot safer, that shot. Of course, it worked like a dream in Antwerp.
Yes, the confidence has gone, hasn't it, from Rusdeski? At times in the second set, he really was playing very well. But I'm afraid that was not a good shot at all. Whoops. Don't break your racket, that'll cost you some money. That's well played. I think he did break his racket, you know. Yeah, he's changing it. And I think that was one of the old subtle ploys of the pros these days. You break your racket, you play the next point, then say a buster string.
Well, well, yes. The way he played that point, though, I'm not sure that I would change my racket. Perhaps a buckled head is what he needs. He's played it so brilliantly.
Ace number 14. The truth of the matter is, Stich at times has looked in a different class, and Stich's on the verge of victory. 5-2 and 2 sets to love. Greg Rusdeski serving to stay in the match. And that was all too obvious, the drop volley.
0 counts.
And that hasn't worked, and yet when he's played a nice, crisp forehand volley, it has.
Yes, the problem is that when Rusdeski goes to play the drop volley, it's a different technique that he uses. So he's really busy sending telegrams when he's in the process of hitting it. I'm not sure that part of Rusdeski's problem on his serve, if there is one, and we both think there might be, just not enough consistency, is actually the right arm. I think it might come down just a little early.
Yeah. Still, good to see him holding serve there. He'd lost the previous 3 games, and that should at least give him a more positive outlook. Now, could he do something he hasn't been able to do all match? Break the Stich serve.
Watch Stich's left arm on the serve. Gives him such a good foundation from which to make the swing. Whereas with Rusdeski's right arm dropping just a little too soon, there are all kinds of variations that can creep into the action.
Immaculate.
Counts as 0.
Yes, as creamy as his clothing, really. He almost seemed to play this so easily.
Front to 0. Caron to 0.
3 match points for Michael Stich. And he ends it with an ace on the second serve and a pretty comprehensive win in just under an hour and 3/4. And good to see no hard feelings from that little incident at the end of the second set, quickly forgotten. Stich through 6-3, 7-5, 6-3. Rusdeski, I thought, played well in the second set. If he'd taken his chances then, who knows what might have happened. But to be honest, Stich is in a different class.
Yes, it was really a terrifically smooth bit of tennis by Stich. Rusdeski's problem, obviously, still on his return, not breaking once, just not stringing enough ground strokes together. But a nice cameo of a match.